Hi, everyone. I wanted to share with you my final thoughts of 2021 and, of course, the mission and vision of 8 billion and cause media for 2022. So, as promised, on Christmas Eve, I said that I would take you back through this week on the highlights of this last year of everything that I've done personally and, of course, with the 8 billion podcast. It has been truly an adventure of a lifetime that really started about 2, 3 years ago, right? So I have been saying in the more recent times that something is brewing beneath the surface with me in the last probably month and a half. And I had just launched season 4 of the 8 Billion podcast. I had done it with a special guest from the Philippines, Christine Reyes, if you're actually watching this. And it was really meaningful and impactful for me to be able to bring it back home to the motherland, the Philippines, where kind of all of this whole thing all started. And I'll get into that a little bit later on the video. But I would like to take this opportunity, and it was imparted upon me yesterday. I had no clue that I was going to go ahead and share this, but I decided I was given permission to go ahead and share this mission and vision of what I have been building on the background for the 8 billion project. So with that comes having to build, with a big vision comes having to have the right people around you. And so I took on some of, as you guys know, I announced it a couple weeks ago that I took on a women's business coach, and she specializes in energetics. Miss Kelly Rolfe will be joining me for the first quarter of 2022, as well as I am 5 weeks into the online empire builder program with Reagan Hillier International. So, going back to what I was telling you about 6 weeks ago, something was brewing beneath the surface and something was calling me to dive deeper into this calling and mission. I had, of course, was just going to continue pursuing the podcast because it is still like in its building stage. But of course, when spirit calls, and spirit wants me to move, I go and do it. And so with that, I have 2 coaches, one on an online empire business builder, and of course, one as an energetics coach. And I just want to share with you guys the mission and vision of 8 billion. So Cause Media will be what houses all the content of Liza, Florida, and of course the 8 Billion Project. And the 8 Billion Project currently is a podcast, but I announced this last year that we are going to go into short documentary film and documentary film. Another part of the plan for the 8 Billion Project was books. I was looking to publish my first book maybe in about 3 years, but I have been guided to probably start in 2022. Now, what I'd like to do was a compilation of all the different stories of all you extraordinary individuals that have shared your stories with me, and go find them around the world. But if it's imparted upon me and Spirit says to go ahead and start it in 2022, I'm good with that. It doesn't have to get published in 2022, but it is in the works. And of course, the most important part of the 8 Million Project. And I announced this in the inaugural episode with Christopher Decker, is that 8 Billion Project is a time capsule in essence. It's a time capsule that houses all your stories. It's a digital library. We are living in the most extraordinary times in human history. And 4 generations from now, life as we know it and the human race will operate on a much different level, a level of the 5D consciousness, which I talk about is my mission and vision. And so 2 years ago, when I did start having visions and it was big, I had no clue it was this big. But I just went where I was led to, and it unfolded with time, with the most amazing people that I've met all around the world, and some of the most extraordinary and serendipitous meetings I had with certain people. Some you've seen on the podcast, others you guys have not seen. But that's what it is. 8 Billion Project and this digital platform is a gift that was given to me. It is a legacy project that is not mine. It was handed to me, and now I hand it to you guys. And you guys will hand it to the world, because it is going to house all of your stories. And your stories are the stories of awakening and healing, and this process that's going to change the trajectory, of the human race. And so with that, I did want to share that that is the big project that I am working on in the background for the 8 Billion Project, Cause Media, and of course, Liza, Florida. So all of that is being designed on the background. I have started the process of making that transfer, but of course, all of this vision is going to come to life in 2022. So that is the whole reason that I wanted to share my final thoughts of 2021 and share with you the vision of the 8 Billion Project, Cause Media, and of course, the Liza, Florida website for 2022, because it is going to take a team. It's going to take a team of a soul family and a soul tribe, that some of it is here and others are actually waiting to be manifested in 2022. So it has always been a deep desire of mine. And all of this had actually started in the Philippines, probably my visit in 2010. When I visited the Philippines with my dad. So I had a big heart for the people of the motherland, and that's where it all started. So when my vision started in 2020, I thought, of course, it was going to be in the Philippines. So I started an online platform called Kumu, which is a live streaming platform. And I started there. And the whole reason that I started was because I had the courage and I had done some healing. And I was actually instructed by my spirit guides, or by God, creator, spirit, source, however you want to call it, to go ahead and live stream. And I just didn't believe that it was going to be live streaming. But of course, it happened to be that. So what I wanted to share with you guys was this incredible journey of probably a year and a half from the time that I actually took action on this mission. And the reason that I have the courage to actually press go live or record and sit in front of you guys and share your stories is because deep inside, I know that this was always going to be for you. I had gone through my healing process. I'm still going through it, as all the unlayering of trauma and programs that have built with us in generations, not only in this lifetime, but many lifetimes. And that has been passed on generationally through our different cultures and the way of being. All of that is going to be changing drastically. So another big thing that I'm going to be working on is designing curriculum with a nonprofit organization that has, it's called Amazing Girls of the World. They have groups all throughout Southeast Asia, also primarily focused on the Philippines right now. And I would like to actually create some curriculum for a lot of these women that are in the group. It would be a big dream come true, and a heart desire of mine to also work with women and children, specifically because I have been a single mother for a very long time. And I haven't released my story in its full entirety. I hope to actually do that in 2022. The whole journey of me raising Tristan with my family. So these are my final thoughts for 2021. And what I would like to do is share with you guys a few more things. In addition to all of that I am trying to build right now, I do know I've been talking with a friend in the United Nations, and I believe that the numbers for our 8 billion population will hit somewhere around September 2022. So that's going to be a big campaign push for the 8 billion project. I don't know where I'll be around the world, but I'm definitely going to be doing something to celebrate 8 billion people, because all of you guys are the future. We will be changing the trajectory of the human race. You are all going to be contributing to this beautiful thing called the collective, as we all heal together, as we all try to reach unity consciousness. So remember, all the stories that you guys are going to be sharing, all this, I couldn't possibly do it in interviews. So I'm going to build this online digital platform. And you guys will be sharing your stories. I don't speak every language of the world, but I sure as hell know that it's going to take a big, big team to build this. And it is going to hold all your stories. Remember, 4 generations from now, life will not be as it is now. They will look back upon our stories and know that we changed the human race. We had the courage to actually turn within, to do the healing, to awaken, and to be of service to others. So this is going to be some really this is going to be an incredible project that I probably have no words for, imparted upon me from spirit into sharing it all with you guys. So here is my call to action, you guys. Like I said, I've taken on maybe a small amount of a team that's helping me work on this in the back end. And this is all going to start coming to life in 2022. I'm going to need your help. And if you guys have followed me from the beginning, you guys have seen this is nothing like you guys ever expected from me. I was doing real estate and I just went down the healing journey and woke up to my highest self. And now I have a mission to help you guys all do that. So my call to action is for all of you guys. I'm turning this into a podcast. I will be releasing this after I release episode 50 with Mark Houghton. And I'd like for all of you guys, like I said, if you followed me from the beginning, if you joined along the way, if you share the same mission and vision, or you even believe that we are going into a different time in human history, I'd like for all of you guys to share this, because I'm going to build a team in 2022. And I am going to align with the biggest visionaries and the biggest people that have the same mission as I do. They're all around. If you guys take a look at it, personal development, spiritual growth, all of the awakening process, the healing, it's all starting to come to surface. This you wouldn't have probably heard so much in back 2 to 3 years ago. But with me having this vision, people are just magically appearing from out of nowhere. So like I said, my call to action is for all of you guys to share this. If you believe in the mission and vision of 8 billion, you'd like to come join as a team. If you'd like to share your talents, your craft, anything, it's going to take everything from a social media team to someone building the online platform with me. I'm building the first part of it. I've now got to build the rest of it that houses all your stories. But yes, it comes from the heart. It's absolutely something that I completely believe in with all my heart. I know it's embedded in my soul. It is my life mission to actually do this. And I'd like for you guys to all join me in whichever form and fashion. So whether you know any visionaries, whether you know anyone that would like to share in this, a partner, soul family, tribe, please share this with me. Share this with them, or please feel free to contact me. I can be reached at 8billionproject@gmail.com. That is my call to action with you guys. 1, to go ahead and share this as a podcast with your audience. 2, if you know specifically anyone that is looking to support a mission, something really big, then I would like to find all those people. I'm calling it in. I'm calling it all in for 2022. And this is going to really be some amazing times. So I'd like to wish all of you guys a very abundant and prosperous new year, filled with love, joy, peace, and the magic of manifesting all your dreams. So thank you so much for being on board with me, either all my life as family and friends, for those of you that have jumped on board as audience of 8 billion, or those of you that have been guests, and then for just all of you guys who have been a part of this amazing journey. Here is to the most incredible adventure of a lifetime. So I love you all, and please Please continue to stay in touch with me. And I will see you on the other side in 2022.